can't sleep. Inside my shell, I wait and bleed. I felt the air rise up in me. Kneel down and clear the stone of this.
Last time you played here in Warsaw, 4 years ago, I guess.
With Metallica and Vader, I believe, right?
And once more, 2005. Yeah, it was a much smaller venue.
Yes.
Do you believe in the crowd tonight?
We're pretty stoked. We've been looking forward to this tour, especially, you know. And when we saw this show, we were like, "Oh, this is gonna be intense." So, you know, the times we've been here before, it's always been a really good time, and the kids have always been really rabid. And you know, when we were driving up, there was a huge line, you know, just of people just ready to get inside. So we were like, "Okay, here we go. This is gonna be sweet." So yeah, we're ecstatic.
Speaking of fans, throughout all these years, there are a huge group of fans. They have a special name for it, right?
Oh, the maggots. Yeah.
Why is it maggots?
That was something we came up with a long time ago. It was a term of affection, term of endearment, really. You know, nothing derogatory about it. It was just a way for us to show them that, you know, that they feed off of the energy that we produce, you know, and then likewise, you know, I mean, we, the band, being the original maggots, you know, we feed off of their energy as well. So it's a kind of a symbiotic thing, you know. So that was the nicest way we could put it, you know, and our fans know that there's nothing bad about it.
I know you're a pretty busy band. You constantly write, record, etc. But you still have time to see other bands performing live.
No, we do our best, yeah, especially our friends, you know, people we've kind of come up through the years with, you know, like Devil Driver, you know, obviously we've known Des for a very long time. But like a band like Trivium, you know, who's you know, fairly new to the scene, but are doing great things, you know. So yeah, we get every once in a while, you know, we get to make time to, you know, see the bands that are you know, out and about. But I got to be honest, man, I don't really go see shows when I'm at home, you know, because I'm too busy, you know, just hanging out at home with my kids and whatnot, or just writing and recording music at home. So the time I actually get to see bands play is when I myself go out on the road. But I make time to see them.
So what inspires you lately?
That's a great question. Just everything, you know, just my life in general is very inspirational to me right now. I'm in a really good spot in my life. Creatively, I think I'm really starting to hit my stride as far as like writing goes, not only lyrically but musically. You know, I'm really starting to kind of shuffle off any pretense of trying to write any certain way, and I'm just writing for myself and not really caring what the consequences are. You decide creatively whether you're going to abide by the rules or break the rules, and I've kind of gotten to the point where the rules don't apply. I'm just going to write what I want to write, and if people are into it, they are. If they're not, they're not. But I'm not going to lose sleep because it's for me. You know, at the end of the day, it's for me, and hopefully the kids are with me.
Speaking of kids, yours,
yes,
especially. Once you said that they're your company during shows, during festivals.
Yeah.
Do you let them to hear the brutal music you play?
Yeah. I mean, my son is not so much into the Slipknot yet. I mean, he digs some of it, but my daughter Angie is definitely a bigger Slipknot fan. Actually, I've got a picture. Hold on one second. You are gonna lose your mind. Check this out. These are my babies right here.
Oh my God.
That's my son Griffin right there, and that's my daughter Angie.
Okay.
6, 16. You don't think I have headaches, man? Let me tell you something. They love the music I make, which is pretty cool, you know.
Do you guys still live in Iowa?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I do, anyway.
So what it's like being born and raised in Iowa, US, and now touring travel all over the world and playing?
It's, you know, the way I've always equated it is that it makes me appreciate everything that I have, you know. I have very strong roots in my hometown. You know, my family lives there. My children were born there. You know, all of my lifelong friends are still there. You know, and for me, you know, no matter what. I mean, I have a house in L.A., but I also, you know, still have a house in Iowa, and it's where my roots are. You know, that's where my roots will always be. So no matter where I live, I'll always have that place. You know, where it all started.
Your own place.
Yeah.
Corey, it's been, I guess, over 13 years since your first gig as a Slipknot.
Yeah.
Does it still feel like the early years?
It's strange, man. You know, I mean, this year is the 10th anniversary of the first album. You know, so actually that date is coming up very close. June 29th, 1999 was when the first album was released, and you know, I look at that as such an accomplishment. You know, I mean, not only just for where we're at as a band, but just the fact that we're still all together. You know, through all of the things that we've gone through. You know, it's the same 9 guys that went out on Ozfest '99. You know, and to me, those are the things that keep you going. You know, I mean, if you can make 9 people get together and make music and go out on the road and keep yourself from killing each other, I mean, that's quite an accomplishment. You know, I mean, the success is great. You know, the fans are great, but I mean, the loyalty that we still have for each other, no matter what, good or bad, it's kind of a revelation to me. You know, especially now in my life when I'm starting to look at things and appreciate them for more than I did when I was younger. You know.
9 band members on one stage.
Yeah.
Corey, it's a pretty huge crowd.
Well,
so how the hell did you guys come up with such a crazy idea?
That was just something that's just what it took. You know, I can remember when the band only had 8 members, you know, and actually 7 members. You know, we just we kept pushing it, you know, until we found what we wanted, until we found exactly what was going to make us Slipknot, you know, and it just worked, you know. I can't say it was a conscious plan, you know. I mean, it just kept evolving over time, you know, and it became something that we not only loved but we believed in, you know. So I think it came down to the fact it's like, what do we want to do musically? Okay, now how many people is it going to take to make that? And I guess the lucky number was 9, which, you know, there's a certain power about that, and it's been great, man. You know, I mean, even with all the bad stuff, it's just been great.
May we expect 10th, 11th, or 12th band
members? No. We closed the doors to that a long time ago. If anything, you know, somebody's going to get tired of this and walk away, and we'll just keep it the way we are. But it's you know, it's the 9 of us, and that's really what matters. You know, that's what it comes down to.
And you keep on searching.
Yeah, well,
musically.
you know, yeah, but we do it together. You know, I mean, there's no need to bring in other people. We've got who we need, and we know how to do it. And if we can't get it done inside of that little unit, then there's no reason to do anything else.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Hello, my friends. This is Corey Taylor from Slipknot, and you are watching Onet.pl.